I always hear new agents worrying that they didn't get a contact number. They arrive at the door prepared with their script and they leave empty-handed. Then they become discouraged and they lose momentum. Remember that door knocking is about the long game. You shouldn't expect to get contact information on your first visit. Don't scare your prospect away in your pursuit of their information. Take it step by step. Do not get overeager. It's true that sometimes you might pick up a yes vibe and you sense that they're interested in selling their house, but don't jump on it. Take it slow. Play it cool and don't go straight in for their number. You don't want to come off as desperate. Or, as I love to say, your prospect will smell your commission breath. Have you ever heard this term before? It's a fun term, but trust that you do not want to be guilty of this. Commission breath is when a salesperson breathes desperation. According to the Urban Dictionary, it's the behavior of someone in selling mode. Think about it this way. Remember the last time a pushy salesperson annoyed you in a store? You were enjoying yourself in the store. You may have even intended on buying something. And then a salesperson started following you around. They sensed that you wanted to buy something, so they didn't leave you alone. When this happens, you feel awkward and you get turned off. You no longer want to buy anything. If you are too focused on getting a listing and a sale, you will come across the same way at the door. You'll have commission breath. They'll sense that you are just after the money from the sale. This will hinder your game. Consider the following tips for naturally getting contact information without scaring away your prospects. First, be perceived as a valuable contact. Prospects like it when you provide them with value, when you give them valuable information. They think that you're a good person to know. They appreciate that you educate them about their home or their neighborhood. When you sense that you found your interaction at the door valuable, you can suggest that they give you their info. Don't do this in the middle of the conversation though. Wait until the end of the conversation and then casually say, "Oh, hey, by the way, what's your name and your phone number?" Do not say anything else. Leave room for them to respond. This is a mistake many new agents make. They say too many things all at once. You need to give them an opportunity to respond. Don't say, "Hey, what's your number? I'll get you a CMA," or anything along these lines. Your command is not clear. You started explaining your next action instead of getting them to take an action. The focus of the command got lost. You want them to give you their contact information. That needs to be clear. Stopping after asking your question makes it clear that the next move is theirs. This clear pause signals them to give you their information. They'll know it's time for them to respond. When you've interpreted their interest level correctly, they usually won't hesitate to give you their info. Another way to assume the close is to hand them your phone. Yes, literally hand them your phone. You'll know when this is appropriate. Instead of simply asking for their phone number, turn it into a command. Say, "Oh, hey, throw your number in my phone," and pass your phone to them. You've given them a call to action. If the conversation went well, they won't think twice about typing in their digits. You'll be surprised at how well this often goes over at the door. You may think that that is bold, and it is. It takes confidence, and it almost always works. It's called an embedded command. You're confidently inviting action on their part without being persistent or forceful. Embedded commands are a great tool to help guide somebody in making a positive decision. In your case, you're guiding their decision to take the next step to connect with you. You are giving them a chance to get more value from you in the future. They either respond or they don't. If they respond, you were meant to get their information. They probably would have warmed to giving it to you eventually. You just gave them an action step to give it to you sooner. Now it's up to you to continue nurturing relationships, to turn them into actual listing leads. If the person hesitates and says, "well," or something similar, don't worry. You haven't missed out entirely. Remember, you are running a long game. You can continue to drop off material. Over time, they may warm up to you. For now, do not press further. You want to maintain rapport with your prospects. You don't want to appear to have commission breath. Smile and leave with the conversation on a positive note. You can return later and continue to build a connection. The rule is to always leave with a smile, no matter what. Don't appear uncomfortable. They will always feel this and it will be awkward. You want to leave on good terms and with a friendly note. When you're farming an area consistently, you will see the same people again and again. Next time you see them, you can say a familiar hello without any awkwardness. I've had past rejections eventually turn into business because I left on a positive note. It's all about maintaining a friendly rapport in the long term. The door is not closed forever if you nurture a friendly connection over the long game. No matter what they say to you or how they reject you, always keep smiling. I can't emphasize this enough. I also like to embody a confident goodbye, and I add a friendly wave. If you've learned your prospect's name, use it as you say goodbye. Smile and say, "Have a great day, Sue," as you begin to leave. You can also say, "Wave at me next time you see me in the area." You also want to avoid asking for permission to get a number. Ask carefully and with direct statements. Do not say, "Can I have your number?" When you use the word can, you suggest that you do not believe that they need to give you their number. You are asking permission and it lacks confidence. Instead, say, "Why don't you just give me your number?" while handing them your phone. That's suggesting the opposite, that you believe that giving you their number is the most natural thing for them to do. Always assume the close. Be that confident. Ask like you expect to get the digits. Try it and you'll see how often this works. Also, if they say, "I'll give you my home number," respond with a direct request for their cell phone number. Say, "A cell number is easier. I can text you and you can text back." These days, people often prefer texting, and for agents, it's a way better way than playing phone tag with a home phone line. Cell phones are a more direct connection to your prospect. The last main point here is about hot leads. When you know a prospect is a hot lead, you can go in for the number right away. At the beginning of this section, I said that the goal is not to get a number right away. This is a long game after all. Sometimes a prospect is just ready right away. For those interactions, the other rules don't apply. When it's time, it's time. When you feel they're ready to talk business, you don't need to warm them up. You don't need to hesitate. Go in and get their information. You can even set up a follow-up appointment right then and there. Hot leads are the holy grail, and the more you knock, the more of them you'll come across. They'll make all the no's along the way that much more worth it.